Good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning, about 8:45. It's kind of windy. I'm using my GoPro. I think it's my GoPro 10, and I haven't used this camera in a very long time. I've been using the Action 3, the DJI Action 3 mainly. The battery lasts longer. It doesn't overheat as easy. I don't think I've ever lost a single piece of footage. I think the only problem I'm having with that camera is like it's voice activated, and if you tell it to if you say stop recording, it will stop recording, and if you tell it to shut down, it will shut down. And every once in a while I've caught myself saying something very similar to that in my sentence doing a food review or talking to you guys, where I use the word stop and it stops the recording. I've finally figured out why, the DJI one. So you can just go in the back and shut that off, but I really like that feature on the camera, especially when I'm doing food reviews. So when the camera is mounted to the windshield, I can tell it to stop recording and start recording instead of using my hands, especially if your hands are all messy. You don't have to clean them to shut it off right away. Again, I'm really hoping that this special little, what's this thing called? The Media Mod. It's got like a little fuzzy thing over the microphone, so I'm hoping that it's not too windy. So I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've been using and nobody has mentioned it. Like, nobody said, how did you get that shot? And I'm guessing people think that I'm using a chest cam or something, but I am not using a chest cam. I am using this thing, which is a mouth mount, and then I attach that to a cell phone holder just like that. And if I can put you guys down, I've got you on like a little tripod. This is how, and I when I was watching Maverick, there were shots that he was doing that I couldn't understand how he was getting these shots, because I'm like, the camera is in a position that isn't low enough to be a chest camera, isn't high enough to be like a head mounted helmet cam kind of thing. So how is he getting these shots? And there was a few times in a video where he's got like multiple cameras set up in the back of his truck, and then I saw this thing sitting on a table, and it had his iPhone in it. So I like to have it this way. This is my favorite position with the cam. So I like the lens up high, and of course this is my mouth, so I'm going to be facing this way, and I need the lens to be facing that way. So he's hooking on the bottom, it's on a spring mount, it goes in, does that, and then I keep it as close to the button as possible, because I want this, I'd like to be that to be right here. I guess you could do it, but it's really close to the buttons. Now I just hit record, or hit the camera button, hit wide, hit record, put it in my mouth. Now the problem is you can't really talk when it's in your mouth. It also picks up your breathing. But I can use both hands and then like something like this. And you guys would be like, look, how is he doing that? You know, both hands are in front of him. So that's how I'm doing these shots, and I've been using it for, I'd say, off and on for the last 6 months to a year, and I've been dying for somebody to ask, how are you getting those shots? Like, everybody asks about the 360 footage. Of course, they don't know it's 360 footage when I'm doing my bike rides and things. And I just want to touch the screen so that I can see. That's going to shut off in a second. Not the camera, but the front facing monitor. But yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to say, how are you getting those shots with both your hands on the steering wheel? and you're at this level, like it's like the camera's in your mouth. There's another camera I would love to try and buy. I'm just trying to justify buying it right now. Maybe I have to sell some stuff, but it's the Insta360. I don't know, a bunch of YouTubers got them, and it's a white camera. It looks like a GoPro. It has a flip-up screen, which is even cooler, so when you're vlogging you can see yourself. It doesn't need a front-facing monitor. So this is the GoPro 10. It's got a front and back-facing monitor, and so if I'm holding it away from me, I can see what I'm shooting. If I'm holding it towards me, I can see what I'm shooting, and I can frame myself and make sure I'm not doing this or I'm not doing this. But this camera also kind of is in two pieces. So there's the GoPro-ish type part with the flip-up screen, and then the little camera actually pops out, and then you can make, if you're wearing a necklace pendant with this like magnet on it, you can actually snap it to the magnet, and then again do hands-free, or camera hands-free type stuff, because it's here. You can mount it to your hat, you can mount it to, you can just put it pretty much anywhere. I think Casey Neistat actually stuck it in his mouth and then poured juice in, and it was just that one of those really neat shots of somewhere you could never get a camera before, in the back of your mouth. And I would like to try that camera out, but I have to justify buying it, and I want to make sure. I'll probably watch a few more reviews of it before I make that purchase. But to have that little tiny camera, the thing is, it looks like a little tiny camera, and I think if I was to wear that in a restaurant or whatever, it is possible that people might not want you videotaping them. But yeah, I just thought I'd give you guys a short little video on a toy that I've been using for quite some time that I don't think anybody noticed, and it took me quite a few videos of Mavs to try and figure out what he was using. Another cool thing about it is you can use it as a tripod. You just have to think about, you know, you're going to be putting this in your mouth again. So let me just see if I can get this on the right angle. That's probably good. So you have it like this, and you're shooting it and you're using it in your mouth. You can also just kind of quickly flip it over and use it as it doesn't, you know, you can't, well, yeah, actually you probably could tip it back a little bit, but at least you could just quickly put it down and then videotape something else with it. Let me just do a quick recording here. So, of course the camera's upside down, but that's all right. Come on, there we go. So I can just, there's the GoPro 10. I can just quickly put it down and then videotape something, set it up, and that's what Mav was doing. And so thanks, Mav. So I had to like research it to death, try and find all the different kind of mouth things, and I liked this one over any of the other ones. Some of them were almost like what's it called, almost like a sports mouthpiece, and it probably is meant for you doing something a little bit more rigorous. Again, you don't want to do too many rigorous things with this in your mouth, because you know you could damage your teeth. There is a rubber end. This is all rubber on the end, and it also can plug into some of the GoPro kind of gear. That's what it's meant for, I think. You can just throw it onto a chest strap, I guess, or whatever. There's lots of things you can do with it. And also bought that. These are two separate parts. And then I also bought this thing because it's really durable, and it will lock. You can lock your camera in. So if I didn't, the other one I have is kind of springy, and it's possible that you could, you know, step down and the thing could pop out of this. But this one can actually lock. So, well, guys, here's another little quick informational a video with some information on some of the tools I use when I'm making videos for you guys. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.